Welcome. Welcome to this deep dive. It's good to be here, exploring together.
Yes.
I think many of us feel drawn to understanding things more deeply, finding those moments of clarity, those aha moments without feeling, completely overwhelmed by it all.
That gentle unfolding of insight, it's a lovely aspiration.
Exactly. And today, we're tracing some really subtle but powerful lines, our inner conversations.
Narratives we tell ourselves.
Yeah. How certain phrases we might repeat, maybe without even realizing it, can actually, sculpt our future.
Shaping the path ahead with our words.
We're looking at it through a lens of, let's say, inner wisdom. Think about 3 common phrases. I can't. It's impossible.
Yeah.
And I've always done it this way. They sound so everyday, don't they?
Deceptively simple, yet their influence can run quite deep.
So the idea is to explore how they affect our potential for growth, for transformation, really practical insights, hopefully.
It's quite something, isn't it, how these quiet refrains accompany us. Often, we don't fully grasp their weight.
No, not at all.
So this exploration, it's a chance to bring them into the light, perhaps. Understand where they come from.
And maybe cultivate something more empowering.
A more open inner dialogue, yes. That feels right.
Okay, so let's start with that first one. I can't. It sounds so definite.
It does.
Like a full stop. But it can be so restrictive, almost like an invisible weight holding us back.
Imagine, if you will, a river of words constantly flowing within.
Oh,
Each
yeah.
time we say or even think I can't, it's like placing a stone in that riverbed.
Creating an obstacle.
An obstacle, yes, a shallow point. It hinders the natural flow forward. There's this profound understanding, isn't there, that our thoughts, they really do shape our world.
With our thoughts, we make the world. I've heard that.
Precisely. So if that inner river is constantly fed by I can't, well, what kind of world are we creating for ourselves?
A narrow one, it sounds like we're building our own little cages, thought by thought.
Mental bricks, as you say.
The idea that I can't is self-imposed, an illusion, Maya, that really resonates. It obscures our potential.
It does, like convincing ourselves the door is locked tight before we've even gently tested the handle.
Exactly.
And this feeling of inability, it often stems from fear, doesn't it?
Fear of failure or judgment.
Perhaps both. Fear of not succeeding, certainly. Fear of what others might think. But fear is often just, a shadow.
A shadow. How so?
It only appears because there's light somewhere. To diminish the shadow of I can't, maybe we need to gently turn towards that inner light.
And look at the fear itself.
Examine the underlying fears that give the phrase its power. Gently,
Yeah.
kindly.
And it's interesting to contrast that with people who achieve amazing things. Their starting point isn't I can't, it's more tentative.
More of a quiet curiosity, perhaps. Maybe I can.
It's
Exactly. The story of Milarepa, it speaks so powerfully to this. Immense hardship, regret, yet such transformation.
through sheer effort in changing that inner story.
His journey is such a testament to our capacity for change. His teacher's words, they echo, don't they? You think you cannot change.
But even the hardest rock can be worn down by the softest rain.
Yeah. It speaks to persistence, belief and possibility, even when things seem insurmountable. It's about releasing that rigid grip of, I can't.
Allowing for that gentle wearing away of limitations. It feels like such a clear crossroads, staying stuck with I can't, or choosing that path of growth.
Stagnation versus growth, yes.
So how do we start? How do we dismantle this I can't thinking? You mentioned mindfulness.
The simple act of pausing. When I can't arises, just pause.
Breathe.
Take maybe 3 slow, deep breaths. It creates a little space, stillness, between the thought and our usual reaction to it.
And in that space,
We can gently ask, is it really true? Is this can't an absolute fact? Or is it perhaps just a feeling, a hesitation born of fear?
often it's just a feeling, isn't it? Not reality.
More often than we might think.
I like the suggestion to replace I can't with I am learning.
Yes, that shift.
It's subtle, but it changes everything.
Right.
From a dead end to an open road.
Beautifully put. I can't feel so final. A closed door. But I am learning. It acknowledges where we are now, but points towards possibility.
Towards the future.
It embraces the journey. Mastery isn't instant, it's an unfolding. Every moment offers that chance to learn, to evolve.
And it's not just wishful thinking, is it? There's even science supporting how positive self-talk can actually rewire our brains.
It's quite remarkable. Our thoughts, our words, They aren't just puffs of air. They have a tangible effect on our neural pathways.
Wow.
By consistently choosing more, encouraging language, we strengthen connections linked to resilience, creativity.
Right.
It makes navigating challenges easier.
That example of Sarah, the artist, the one who felt she couldn't paint well enough, encountering that idea of the beginner's mind, that seemed to be the key for her.
Yes, releasing the need for instant perfection, embracing the process, the exploration.
Not needing to be an expert right away.
Exactly. That pressure can stifle us, can't it? Prevent us from even starting her journey, eventually sharing her art. It shows what can bloom when we gently release, I can't.
And just allow ourselves to try, to grow.
To experiment, yes.
So back to that river of words. I can't creates turbulence, stagnation.
A stagnant pool.
Whereas I will try or I am learning,
Yeah,
that generates flow, momentum.
precisely. Forward movement. And this isn't just internal, it ripples outward.
How so?
That idea of interconnectedness, pratityasamutpada, our inner state, our words, they influence not just us, but the energy around us, maybe even inspire others.
Huh, that's a bigger picture. So the first step is really awareness, noticing that inner voice.
Cultivating that gentle awareness, yes.
And consciously choosing, replacing I can't with something stronger, truer. It feels linked to self-kindness.
Deeply, recognizing our own inherent worth, our potential. Letting go of I can't is an act of self-compassion, allowing ourselves to explore our fullness.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly. The second phrase, it's impossible. This one feels even more final.
More absolute. Yes.
Like drawing a line in the sand you just can't cross.
Imagine life's journey across a vast desert.
Okay.
The thought it's impossible can appear like a mirage on the horizon.
Shimmering, making you think the path is blocked.
Exactly. Deceptive, obscuring potential ways forward, limiting our willingness to even begin. It's a powerful illusion. Another form of maya, perhaps.
And the idea is, nothing's really impossible until we give up, until we stop trying.
That's often the core of it. Every barrier ever broken was once considered impossible, unbreachable.
So where does that feeling come from, that certainty of impossible?
Often it arises from clinging to fixed ideas, deep fixed views about how things are, how they should be.
Like mental blinders?
Precisely. They stop us seeing alternatives, imagining new possibilities. We become trapped within our own beliefs about what's achievable.
We just dismiss ideas out of hand because they feel impossible.
Yes, projecting our fears onto reality rather than seeing reality itself.
That's a teaching about being present. How does
Yeah.
that help here?
By grounding ourselves in this moment, right now, we often see that the impossibility is tied to future worries or past failures.
Not the present reality.
The present moment is fluid. It holds potential pathways we miss when we're caught in those narratives of impossibility.
The journey of the Buddha towards enlightenment. That seems relevant. The extreme practices didn't work initially.
No, they didn't. Intense striving, immense effort, but not the final answer for him.
But he didn't just give up and say it's impossible.
She didn't. Despite doubt, despite setbacks, the refusal to give up combined with a willingness to change approach that eventually revealed the middle path, Madhyama Pratipad.
So challenges have solutions, maybe just not the ones we first imagined.
When approached with clarity, determination, and flexibility, yes. It shows that even when a goal feels utterly out of reach, changing perspective can illuminate new routes.
It's fascinating how modern psychology seems to echo this, the Pygmalion effect, how belief shapes outcomes.
It does. Believing something is possible often starts a positive cycle, influences our actions, increases the chance of success.
And the opposite is true too. Believing it's impossible undermines us from the start.
It reinforces the very limit we perceive, a self-fulfilling prophecy, as you say.
Like Roger Bannister in the 4-Minute Mile. Everyone knew it was impossible.
Until he did it.
And then suddenly, others could too. The barrier was mental as much as physical?
It was a profound psychological breakthrough. It dismantled a collective belief, didn't it? Opening the door for others.
So how do we work with this impossible feeling? There were some steps mentioned. Letting go of attachment.
Yes, non-attachment to outcomes. Upekkha. Releasing that tight grip on a specific result.
How does that help?
It allows us to focus on the present action. Small, manageable steps, right here, right now.
Like writing one paragraph of a book instead of being overwhelmed by the whole impossible project.
Exactly. Focus on placing one foot gently in front of the other. The distant destination feels less daunting that way.
Okay. And the second step, beginner's mind again. Shoshin.
Approaching challenges with openness, curiosity, like seeing them for the very first time.
without the baggage of past impossibilities.
That fresh perspective. It lets us see options a jaded mind might miss. Reframe doubts not as statements, but as questions. Is it really impossible or just hard?
Turning resistance into gentle inquiry.
Yes. And the third suggestion.
Surrounding ourselves with possibility thinkers.
The power of community. Our environment can either reinforce limits or challenge them.
Soaking up their belief almost.
Consciously choosing to be around those who see potential, who believe in overcoming obstacles. It can gently shift our own internal landscape.
Malala Yousafzai's story. Advocating for education against such odds. That feels like defying the impossible.
A truly powerful example, her courage, her unwavering belief, despite extreme adversity.
One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. Such conviction.
It's a profound reminder of the human spirit's capacity, challenging, transcending limits, believing in transformative change.
So replacing "it's impossible" with "what if?" Just that little question.
It creates a crack in the wall, doesn't it? Allows a sliver of light, of possibility to enter.
From a definitive no to an open maybe.
Exactly. What if invites exploration, imagination, breaks the closure of impossible. It creates those positive ripples again. Interconnectedness.
So the invitation is, when that thought "it's impossible" arises, meet it with quiet curiosity.
Ask, what if I tried anyway? Gently.
Finding that inner resilience rather than letting external ideas dictate what's possible.
Precisely. True strength, true possibility, often lies within, waiting for us to dare to question our limits.
Okay, let's move to the third phrase. I've always done it this way. I picture a forest, deep roots, habits.
Yes, those deeply rooted trees, established patterns, they offer familiarity, perhaps comfort.
But some roots might be hindering growth, preventing us from reaching for the sun.
They might. Saying, I've always done it this way, it often signals a clinging to those familiar patterns. Upadana.
Mistaking routine for safety, or even progress.
Comfort can feel like safety, but it can also be a resistance to change, even when the old ways no longer truly serve us.
And real freedom comes from examining those roots, maybe gently loosening the ones that bind us.
That takes courage. It can feel vulnerable, stepping outside the known.
The comfort zone can become a trap then.
An invisible cage sometimes, born perhaps from a fear of the unknown. This attachment to old habits, if they're unhelpful, can lead to unease, suffering even, dukkha.
The quiet dissatisfaction.
There's wisdom in learning to let go of what's harmful and cultivate what's wholesome. Gently releasing what no longer serves allows space for vitality.
Yeah, habits have momentum, right? Like karma. Repeating actions leads to similar outcomes.
Yes, actions create patterns, tendencies. They reinforce themselves, like grooves worn deep over time.
Like someone always spending impulsively and wondering why they're unstable financially.
That could be an example. Without conscious awareness, the pattern repeats. But karma isn't fate, it's malleable.
Through conscious choice.
Through conscious choice, cultivating new habits, we can gently redirect the path.
That image of the empty cup.
Yeah.
Needing to let go of old stuff to make room for the new.
A beautiful illustration of receptivity. A full cup can't receive more. A mind full of old habits struggles to embrace new ways. Letting go creates space.
So how do we challenge this stagnation? There were 3 questions. First, am I acting out of habit or intention?
That brings us back to mindfulness, Sati. Bringing awareness to why we're doing what we're doing right now.
Autopilot versus deliberate choice.
Exactly. Are we just repeating the familiar, or are our actions aligned with our values, our desire for growth, that awareness? It's the crucial first step.
And the second question, what would happen if I did the opposite?
A playful disruption.
Yeah. Challenging assumptions, experimenting.
It can lead to surprising discoveries. Maybe there are more effective, more fulfilling ways than the ones we've always known.
Okay. And third, who do I want to become?
Aligning present actions with future aspirations.
So holding that vision helps us see which habits support it and which ones don't.
Precisely. It provides motivation, clarity for making shifts.
It's encouraging that small, consistent changes can be so powerful, like the author James Clear found. Not huge overhauls, just atomic habits.
Yes. Profound transformation often goes from tiny seeds, consistently nurtured. Small adjustments dismantle old patterns, build new ones. Gradually, gently.
It connects back to beginner's mind again, doesn't it? Even in routine things.
Approaching cooking or walking or listening as if for the first time. with fresh eyes.
Injecting curiosity into the familiar, breaking the autopilot.
Seeing potential improvements, finding new joy, perhaps.
It does take courage, though, stepping outside that comfort zone, like a caterpillar leaving its cocoon.
A beautiful image. Transformation involves discomfort, uncertainty, shedding old limitations.
Fear might be there.
Fear might accompany us, but it doesn't have to steer the ship. It can be a companion, acknowledged but not obeyed.
So the invitation here is to gently let go of, I've always done it this way.
And open to, I am open to new possibilities.
Maybe starting small. One area where we feel stuck.
Just one area. It comes back, again, to that sense of our own worth, our capacity for growth, for evolution.
Recognizing that we deserve to explore new ways.
Exactly. Choosing openness over rigidity creates the space for a more fulfilling future to emerge.
So, as we draw this deep dive towards a close, the real thread seems to be the incredible power of our inner words, our thoughts.
Profound influence, yes, on the reality we experience moment by moment.
By becoming more aware of these phrases, it's impossible, I've always done it this way, we gain choice.
The power to consciously choose alternatives, more expansive words, words that reflect our true potential.
It really invites a quiet moment of reflection, doesn't it? Where in my life are these phrases showing up, acting as invisible barriers?
That gentle self-inquiry is potent, identifying where they arise. That's the beginning of reframing the narrative, opening to new possibilities.
And maybe a final thought to carry away, just consider, how might shifting your internal language, even subtly, how might that unlock possibilities you haven't even imagined yet?
Gently guiding you towards greater growth. Fulfillment, a deeper sense of your own inherent capacity.
It feels like a journey worth continuing in the quiet spaces of our own minds.
Indeed. A gentle, ongoing exploration